Okay, good morning, all of you. Hello,
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
good morning. Okay. So I should start now. One by
Yeah,
one.
sure, ma'am.
Okay. So first, first group who is first group.
Ma'am, can we?
You and
Me,
Ajay?
Ajay, ma'am.
okay.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Srishti Priya.
And myself, Ajay Kumar. And today's our topic for debate is mining is destructive to the environment.
I am in favor.
I mean against.
I agree that mining is destructive to the environment. Environmental effects of mining can occur at local, regional, and global scales through direct and indirect mining practices. Many resources that are extracted through mining are non-renewable, and a day will come when we will run out of those precious resources. But one of the biggest problems of mining is that it can lead to serious soil pollution, as many harmful chemicals are used in mining on a regular basis in order to extract precious minerals from the dirt, which in turn contaminates the groundwater. Also, this increases the risk of landslides. Mining also contributes to serious levels of deforestation, which is not only harmful to our local flora and fauna, but also the climate is changing at a fast rate. Due to these consequences, the habitats of many animals and plants are getting destroyed. If too many animals and plants drop in populations due to the destruction of habitats, then the chances are there that this will also contribute to a significant loss in biodiversity sooner or later. This will create an ecological imbalance where the balance between predator and prey animals may be altered in an unnatural manner, and over time, ecosystems may get out of the balance. These all negative impacts of mining on the environment shows that we are living on this planet as if we had another one to go. So if anybody thinks that the environment is less important than economy, then try holding your breath while counting your money. The result can be simply observable by everyone.
Mining
Okay,
is
all of
important.
1 minute, Ajay. All of you mark your attendance. Now the LMS portal is open. Okay. Srishti,
Yes, ma'am.
who has choose the topic? I want to know whether Ajay or you.
Ma'am, Ajay.
Ajay, you have choose.
Yes, ma'am.
Really, it's very nice topic. Seriously,
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
am saying you, in my mind, this this thought had never came that mining can also be okay, environment related, but the topic is very good, excellent. I really appreciate the topic you people have chosen. That's why I
Thank
asked
you, ma'am.
that who has choose the topic. Very good, Ajay. Very nice topic. Really,
Thank
I
you, ma'am.
appreciate you. Okay, continue, Ajay.
Ganesh,
Yeah.
mining is important to extract large amount of precious metals and other natural resources out of the ground. Without mining, we would simply not be able to produce many important goods, and we know vehicles uses fossil fuels, and without those fossil fuels, many of us would no longer be able to commute by car. In fact, the countries with the largest amount of natural resources will have a huge advantage in the future when it comes to the inventions of new technologies. And countries who don't have access to the sufficient resources through mining will have a quite hard time to stay competitive in the fierce global competition. The mining industry also provides a high number of jobs. Not only countries and corporations can benefit from mining, also the local population may be able to increase their overall wealth. In general, mining can help in increasing the overall GDP and economic growth of a country. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Next, which group?
Ma'am, Ayush,
Ayush and
Praveen.
Praveen. Okay, can I know the topic name?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, the topic is
Huh?
Bol, bol.
Ayush, you can say.
Okay, continue.
Very good morning, everyone. Myself, Praveen Singh Kuntia,
And myself, Ayush Kumar.
are here on a debate on the topic: is solar power is the energy of the future? Ayush,
Yes, I'm in favor.
and I'm in against.
Okay, Ayush, continue.
Much of the world's energy comes from material formed hundreds of millions of years ago, and there are environmental consequences for it. Hence, we have to find an alternative source of energy. There are many alternative energy sources, and one of them is solar energy. The use of solar energy has many advantages, such as solar power is pollution free and causes no greenhouse gases to be emitted after installation, reduced dependence on foreign oil and fossil fuels. Virtually no maintenance as solar panels last over 30 years. Return on investments, unlike paying for utility bills. And ability to live grid free if all the power generated provides enough for the home or building. And many more.
Yes, Ayush, I do agree with your point, but there are some disadvantages such as land use, water use, and there are some toxic chemicals used in it. First thing first, the land use. Large utility large utility scale solar panel takes up a lot of space, which can result in environmental degradation and habitat loss. Solar farms that covers a large amount of land are likely to have an impact on the local fauna and flora, particularly on birds. Solar farm can also inhibit local vegetation growth and damage agriculture. Unlike wind energy, solar panels aren't able to share land that can occupy other users. And the second one, I would like to go with the water use, creating energy with solar photovoltaic panel is a water intensive process. Even though the solar cell themselves don't use water to generate electricity, the manufacturing process requires some water. So the energy production process doesn't use water, but the production of the solar panel themselves uses a water. Even though some of this water can be reused, an abundance of solar panel being manufactured in an area could put strain to the local water resources. And the last one, toxic chemicals. The photovoltaic manufacturing process employs toxic chemicals such as hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, hydrogen fluoride, triple one trichloroethane, acetone. If manufacturers does not strictly follow the laws and regulation, these chemicals can introduce significant health risks, particularly to the manufacturing workers. That's it, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Topic na really I'm saying you two groups I have listened. I am feeling very happy, very satisfied with the topics you have chosen. Srishti also, Ayush and Srishti and Ajay, then Ayush and Praveen. Really, I love the topics
Thank
you have
you, ma'am.
chosen, you people.
Thank you,
Next,
ma'am.
yeah, welcome. Next, which group?
Ma'am, can we?
Anjali and
Rohit.
Rohit. Okay. Anjali and okay. Please, may I know the topic?
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah,
Good morning,
Rohit,
ma'am.
good
Myself
morning.
Rohit Kumar.
Yeah.
And we have chosen the topic, should we switch to an electric cars?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. And I am speaking for the motion.
And myself, Anjali Chaudhary, and I'm speaking in against motion.
Okay.
It's important to recognize that electric cars are regularly changing and their technology is still evolving. When considering electric cars' pros and cons, more and more car companies offering electric cars. Electric cars are those that use a rechargeable battery powered engine in the place of typical petrol engine. There are several notable advantages of owning an electric cars, including they are better for the environment. Many car buyers are convinced to switch to an electric cars because they are better for the environment. Because fully electric vehicles don't use an exhaust system, they have no emissions without pumping any fumes into the air, like fuel engines do. Electric cars can help to achieve cleaner air and fewer greenhouse gases. Electricity can be renewable resource, but petrol cannot. Electric cars can be powered naturally with the renewable resource like solar, wind, and water power. Petrol is a natural resource, but not renewable. Electricity is also cheaper than the petroleum. They also required less frequent maintenance. Without the use of a petrol engine, electric cars don't need engine oil. That means no more oil changes. Also, you will forget any other maintenance and repair associated with a traditional petrol engine. Electric vehicles are quieter than petrol vehicles, which create a far more comfortable, relaxing driving experience. The future of driving is electric. The benefit of driving electric cars are clear, with the exciting new technologies currently being developed, which promise to cut charging times to a minute, extend range significantly, and further enhance safety and automation feature. There has never been a better time to switch to driving an electric car.
As my friend Rohit said that they are better for the environment, but electric vehicles are also not 100% emission free. They cause a little amount of pollution indirectly. While electric cars don't emit exhaust fumes, they do use batteries which can emit toxic fumes. Most electricity used to power electric vehicles is generally from non renewable energy sources, which can have a negative impact on our health and the environment. Not suitable for cities facing shortage of power. As electric car needs the power to charge up, the cities that already facing acute power shortages are not suitable for electric cars. The consumption of more power would hamper their power needs. Silence as a disadvantage. Silence can be a bit disadvantage as people like to hear the noise if they are coming from behind them. An electric car is, however, silent and can lead to accidents in some cases. Electric cars takes longer to refuel. Fueling an electric car can also be an issue. Fully recharging the battery pack with a level 1 and level 2 charger can take up to 8 hours, and even fast charging station takes 30 minutes to charge up to 80% capacity. And we all know that how busy people are nowadays and doesn't have time to wait and charge. Everyone wants to do everything in a hurry. Lastly, I leave you with the thought, what's your opinion about this? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. Very good. Next.
Yeah, we are. Can we, ma'am?
Okay, Dishan and Danish. Okay.
Danish Oshani. Yeah,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Dishan and
Good morning. Good morning to one and all. I'm Mohammad Zishan Vai Samad from branch civil. Yeah, Danish.
Good morning, everyone. And the topic is water pollution. Tell me, you can tell me.
Yeah.
we are getting some background noise. If anyone please go to the silence definitely later.
1 minute, ma'am. Okay. Today, I'm going to debate on water pollution with my friend Danis. So let's start. What is water pollution? Water pollution is the release of substance into bodies of water that makes water unsafe for human use and disrupt aquatic ecosystems. Look, water pollution have lots of disadvantages, but also have some advantages. I'm speaking on advantages. There. 1 minute. Yes.
Yes. Rishan.
Any problem? Hello?
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Rishan is not connected, ma'am. I think.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danis, you can.
Yeah. I first of all, I will tell you some disadvantages of water pollution. Water pollution destroys life in water ecosystem. Aquatic life is also destroyed due to non-biological pesticides and chemicals. It affects the microbial pollution. It affects the microbial population. The organisms that depends on these water bodies are in grave danger. Consumption infected fish by other animals and humans may cause serious illness. Water which has been contaminated by oil spills cause the death of water birds from exposure or to gold and air due to weather damage. These are bioaccumulation and biomagnifications of pesticide and hazards. And how do we control this water pollution? If we dispose the toxic chemicals properly, then water will not be polluted. Do not pour fat and grease down the drain. If you use phosphate-free detergents and grease cleaner, then water is not polluted. Dispose medical waste properly. That's all. Dr. Jan, tell me the conclusion.
Yeah, conclusion. Yeah, in a nutshell, every kind of pollution leaves a huge negative impact on our environment, human life, animals, etc. We are responsible citizens, must take steps towards a better tomorrow. We must join hands to take various initiatives and fight against this problem. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Rajveer Vaidya. Ravi Ranjan Singh. Next. Shafaq.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, why you have not marked your attendance? I have told to mark your attendance, the time will be over, that time you will mark. Shafaq, with whom you are?
Neeraj Niranjan.
I have marked your attendance, with whom you are?
Neeraj, ma'am.
Neeraj, okay, go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I am Safa Kanjum. Today's our topic is air pollution. I am in against. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, you are audible. Go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Air pollution is the presence of substance in the atmosphere that are harmful to the health of humans and other living beings, or causes damage to the climate or to material. Air pollution may cause disease, allergies, and ever death to humans. It may also cause harm to other living organisms. Air pollution can also cause long-term damage to people's nerves, brains, kidneys, liver, and other organs. Global warming is an environmental phenomenon caused by natural and anthropogenic air pollution. It causes acid rain also, which is very dangerous for us. It is also responsible for depletion of ozone layers. Sulfur dioxide causes drying of mouth, throat, and eye irritation. It may damage the tissue by forming sulfuric acid. Air pollution is one of the several pollutants that is destroy our planet. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. Myself Neeraj Niranjan, and she's talking about how much harmful the air pollution and how does it affect us. But the reality is we cannot stop the air pollution. Reason behind air pollution is burning of fossil fuel and mining operations. So to reduce air pollution, we are trying to use electric vehicle. But this is not a solution. Today, maximum, ma'am, electronics vehicle.
Okay.
But this is not a solution. Today, maximum of electricity generated from thermal power plant for our daily need. Think if world switches completely to electric cars, buses, planes, etc. Demand of electricity will much more, and to fulfill this demand, more thermal power plants will be constructed and will be in use as thermal power plant and nuclear power plant. Both require fossil fuel to burn and generate electricity. Other sources like hydroelectricity will not fulfill our daily needs. So switching to electric is a good idea, but not smart. Recently Delhi government inaugurated a smog tower in Delhi, which will purify 100 cubic meter of air per second within radius of around 1 kilometer. This is not the permanent solution. So what's the solution? The only solution is human must minimize their needs as much as possible, because no equipment can heal nature. Nature can be healed by itself. We are destroying the capacity of healing the nature. We must understand the nature is not dependent on us. We are the one who depend on the nature. So we have to take care of it. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Next, Anjali Chaudhary,
Yes, ma'am.
with whom you are?
Ma'am, I have told.
Oh, Anjali and Rohit, na? Okay. Anjali and Rohit. Both of you have told. Neetu Kumari,
Yes, ma'am.
with whom you are?
Sumiran.
Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Neetu Kumari from Civil Branch.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sumiran Kumari from Electrical Branch, and I'm here to present my view for the motion of the topic, Jews should be banned.
I'm against.
In my opinion, Jews are an unsuitable environment for wild animals and should be abolished. We have seen during lockdown when we were asked to stay home, we felt like being locked up in a cage and cursed the situation. Do we ever think of what the animals in zoos go through? We were locked in for only a few months. They spent years in cage. We should set them free in their habitats, take care of them, and ensure they don't harm anyone. Just imagine if someone comes to your house, tear you away from your family, and jail you for life. How would you feel? Humans do not have the right to capture animals, tear them from their families, and jail them, even if the animals is endangered. Animals is abused, not given enough space and exercise, and they suffer from stress and depression. Many die prematurely because of bad diet, insufficient exercise, and poor living conditions. In the zoos, polar bear get only about 10 meters of space, whereas in their natural environment,
How you know
they
the polar
walk
bear
from
only get 10 meters space? How you came to know that the polar bear only get 10 meters space? Can you say me?
Ma'am, by the observation taken by the many of
Have you
acts or agencies.
have you went there by taking the inch tape?
What, ma'am?
Have you went in the zoo with the inch tape?
No, ma'am.
Then how you can say the proper accurate measurement?
Ma'am, these measurements are taken by
Approximately they used to get very less space. Don't say that 10
Yes, ma'am.
meter or 20 meter, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Intergenerational bonds are broken when individuals are sold or traded to other zoos. The animals become dependent on humans when they are in captivity. When animals are in captivity, they lose their natural instincts. Then, when they get released back into the wild, the animals can't survive and a lot of them die. The animals look for humans to take care of them and feed them. But when they can't find them, they don't know what to do. They can't find any food, so they starve to death. Removing individuals
Not getting your voice. I'm not getting your voice, Sumiran. With Sumiran, who is? Mitu. Mitu, are you here?
It also zoo life does not prepare animals for the challenges of life in the world. That concludes my explanation on why zoos should be banned. Thank you.
Okay.
I personally feel that keeping animals in zoo isn't bad idea, as they provide shelter, food, and hygienic condition for the animals to live in, especially for the young ones like turtles who leave their babies in a pond before they break out of their shell to protect them from being eaten up. However, in this process, they don't realize that their young ones would have to face the water all by themselves if they are not able to make it back to get them in time. However, if these animals are kept in the zoo, they would be safe from having to be alert 24/7 of their surroundings. In order to stay safe and secure, also if I look at the Singapore zoos where the animals are kept mostly in the open and among the same kind of species, including water animals such as dolphins and with an environment that is just like the one that they have in the actual habitat. I would still say that keeping animals in zoo is not a bad idea if all the zoos around the world are changed into a similar one such as the Singapore Zoo. Another thing is that zoo is the first-hand source of education as we can ourselves go and see them at the zoo. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Next, Abhishek Kumar. Abhishek Kumar, with whom you are?
Excuse me, ma'am. Can we?
Yeah, Abhishek, with whom you are?
Ma'am, I'm MD Sohel Ansari, ma'am.
Huh?
MD Sohel Ansari. Can we start, ma'am?
Yeah, Shuhel and Abhishek, na?
Jishan. No, ma'am, Jishan.
Jishan, okay. Jishan has already
Good morning,
told.
ma'am.
Jishan and Danish has already told. Then how can I make again Jishan?
Yeah, ma'am. मैम और कोई नहीं मिला था मैम इसलिए उसको.
Okay, then tomorrow, Abhishek, can we?
Okay, ma'am.
Tomorrow you will speak. Okay, the same topic you choose the partner. Tomorrow you will. Okay.
मैम मेरा absent हो गया मैम.
हाँ?
मेरा absent दिखा रहा है मैम.
हाँ, अभिषेक present है.
मैम
not me.
हाँ?
शिवम कुमार मैम.
हाँ?
शिवम कुमार.
Okay, you mark the attendance. The time is there. Shivam, you mark your attendance.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With whom you will listen, Abhishek, can you say me? With Dishan and Danish is already told. Okay, please choose your partner. Tomorrow also the topic will be same. Abhishek.
Okay, ma'am. I don't have any
Ashutosh
problem.
Kumar Yadav. Ashutosh Kumar Yadav.
Not in the meeting, ma'am.
Yeah. See, that's why I told them. After that, they can't say Manish Kumar Rajak.
Yes, ma'am.
Which one, Manish?
I and ma'am, I and Subham
Okay, go ahead,
debate a
Manish and
topic.
Shubham.
Hello, Subham.
Yes.
Shubham Kumar, right? And the student who told me, madam,
No,
mark नहीं हुआ है. Please mark your attendance. I will check.
Suran Kumar Mahato.
Yeah, Shubham Kumar Mahato. Okay. Okay, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Our
Manish.
topic is.
Yes, ma'am.
Abhishek,
Ma'am.
please mute yourself.
Our topic is.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, start.
Our topic is organic farming, and I am in favor of this topic.
Yeah, what the topic, please pardon?
And
Our topic is organic farming,
Okay,
and I am in favor of this topic, ma'am.
okay, go ahead.
We
Really,
should
today I'm
always try to.
enjoying the class. Today I'm just
We should-
enjoying the
ma'am.
class. The topics are not
Can I
dynamic.
start, ma'am?
Yeah.
We should always try to produce organic farming because it's so many advantages. The organic produce is of superior quality
Organic
in
produce.
terms of
What produce?
vitamin and
Organic
mineral.
farming or organic?
Ma'am, organic farming. Don't.
You tell only organic.
Yes, ma'am. The organic produce is of superior quality in terms of vitamin and mineral content. This function in turn results in higher sugar content of fruit and vegetables and a better taste since it is not loaded with toxic chemicals such as pesticides, fungicides, and herbicides. It is considered healthy. Organic food can be stored for longer periods of time than those that are grown conventionally. Organically grown crops are naturally devoid of disease and pests. Above everything, organic farming ensures sustainability by protecting environmental. At last, I would like to say a slogan: "अपना मिट्टी अपना खाद, स्वस्थ मिट्टी उत्तम खाद, स्वस्थ मिट्टी उत्तम खाद." That's all, ma'am.
Wow. Very good, very good. Very
Thank you, ma'am.
good. Okay, next.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hello.
My name is Shubham Kumar, and I speak disadvantages of organic farming.
No, disadvantages.
through
You
organic
don't say
farming-
I am in against. See, in debate, na for and against the motion.
I
is
am in
there.
against.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Even though organic farming has many important advantages, there are also some problems related to it. One disadvantage of organic farming is that it can be quite costly to get all the necessary equipment and to fulfill the regulatory standards in order to declare and sell your products as organic. May not be suitable for growing on a large scale since no chemical fertilizers and pesticides are used in organic farming. They are often smaller compared to conventional farming pesticides. Thus, especially in regions where the local population heavily relies on the vegetables and fruits from agriculture as their main food source. Organic farming might be rather a problem than an advantage, since it could be lead to the shortage of groceries in those regions. Products may be too expensive for poor peoples. Organic fruits and vegetables are often much more expensive compared to conventional ones. Thus, especially for people with a low wage. Therefore, especially in regions where people are quite poor, organic farming may not be the way to go, since the majority of the local population may not be able to afford organic food and may suffer from hunger due to that.
Hey, I
Thank
am
you,
not
ma'am.
supporting your points. Huh? Organic farming is not much costly as comparison to this farm. Okay, the points are not too good. Really, I am saying. I am not liking the points. How you said that organic farming is quite costly. It can be affordable, no? The points are, yeah, the points are, na. For the motion it is good, but against the motion it is not good. Good, but not as good, because the points are, na. See, it is more easy, and you cannot say in the big bazaar and all those things. They're selling this what name datuns and all. Hai na? That's why. Okay, always choose the topic where your against point should be stronger. Next. See,
Yes, ma'am.
tomorrow also we will continue with this one only, okay? Next who? Yash Kumar Shahu. Yash Kumar Shahu.
Yes, ma'am. Good
Yeah,
morning,
with
ma'am.
whom? Good morning, Yash. With whom you are?
Ma'am, yesterday I was absent, so I not know, ma'am.
Shishir. Okay, then tomorrow, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Shishir.
Ma'am, I was also absent. Ma'am, I was also absent yesterday,
Very good.
so I made no
Then
partners
who
yet.
will? Then Shishir and Yash both will be the partners.
Ma'am, my partner is Aryan Kumar.
No problem. You and Shishir. Yash and Shishir, you both will be the partners.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next who? Who is ready?
Ma'am, Shivam Kumar and Tuhin Kumar.
Okay, Shivam and Tuhin. You both are brother or what?
No,
We are
ma'am.
friends.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Start, Shivam. You should start, I think.
Shivam, start first.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ma'am, video is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Send me the topic. Shivam, hello. Not getting you.
Ma'am, we talk about that effect and this means that we are going to tell about this topic.
Shivam, I'm not getting